soon as at least some people show up. Should take 5 minutes. Okay, we'll wait about another minute or two and see who else is going to show up online here. Let me throw some light on this. Okay, we got one. Okay, we'll start this process up. What I'm going to do right now is run the Gen 4 impact driver with the 6 amp forged, and then run it with the 12 amp forged. We're going to start to run these. I think these are called, I don't know, I'm guessing these are probably some sort of power legs. And then we're going to run the little bit longer ones. And then we're going to work our way up to the much bigger ones. And then we're going to see with the 4th generation hammer drill which battery will drive these legs further without quitting. So, okay, we got 8. Okay. And there goes a train. What a thrill. Okay. Now let's try this. This is the Gen 4 Milwaukee. This is their best impact driver. Okay. And this is a virgin wood. This is the 6 amp forged. Okay, now we put on the 12 amp forged. Okay, we'll try to put in about the same ring, right about there. Okay, now we're going to run these bigger ones, these bigger power legs. Okay, right about there. Wow. Okay. Took a while to get that one in. Now we're going to try to run about the same grain. That was right on the edge of it. We'll run the 6 amp forged. Make sure I switch batteries here. Okay. Okay. Now, let's just remove the longer ones. I'm going to leave these red ones in for now. Remove it the opposite. Get the 6 amp forge on the 12 amp and install this one. Now we switch over to the 12 amp forged. Wow. That won't remove. Let's tighten it first. Wow. Let's turn it down a little bit of power. Okay. Wow, I think that's stripped. Okay. You know, you can tell this is live testing. This has not been put together. I'm going to try to switch bits. I got the other bit. Now I'm looking for it. Okay. Oh, got it in too. One way to test this out. This is one way to do this. An additional test. The DeWalt XR DCF 860. No, it's stripped. Yep, stripped. So now it looks like we're going to be switching. Okay. Yeah. Let's just take out the little ones. Okay. 12 amp forged. Get a glove on here. Okay. Now let's put the 6 amp forge back on. Wow. That's stuck in there. Okay. Well, we're going to need equal length here. So let's just do this. Let's just pull this, put the 12 amp forge back on, and let's reinstall this to make sure we get the right length. Okay. Wow. Too stripped. Okay. Now. These are close enough. This is on the outer edge of the rings. This is more in. Okay. Now this is what we're going to do. They're both the same depth. Okay. Now we're going to attach the adapter. Of course, being this is a 12 amp forge, it doesn't put a dent in a battery yet. We're going to run these big legs here into each one of those holes. Here comes the 12 amp forge. Wow, it can't handle it. Wow, that's as far as that'll go, even with the 12 amp. Okay. That's not anywhere near this vise. Okay. This tool is getting hot. Okay. Let's run this one here. Wow. Okay. We know how it did it. The 12 amp forge here got in a little bit further, and the 6 amp forge only got this far, and I say that's a good inch and a half. Okay. Wow, this is getting hot. This 4th gen. Now, the 12 amp got a little bit further, because you know 12 amp, this is tablet cell technology, pouch cell technology. This probably has the power of probably a 15 amp battery. Okay, now let's remove the opposite. Wow, will it even do this? Nope, it won't do either one. Okay, now we're switching gears again. Now, we're going to have to let the Gen 4 sit and cool down while I come up with another tool to remove those. Actually, I want to drive them further in. Okay, where's my mid-torque? Here it is. See, the one guy on YouTube has been running the Milwaukee mid-torque lately. Okay. Now, we're going to need a socket. Okay. Thought for sure that Milwaukee 4th gen would do that. Yep. Here goes. This is the Gen 2 or 3. What model is this? I've been watching his videos, Christensen. Let's see here. 29. This is 2962-20. And this is the 6 amp forged. Let me get my glove. See if I could drive these legs further in. Make sure I'm on high speed. Okay, let's drive this one in because this is the one that was with the 6 amp. So let's run the 6 amp forge on this one that was driving. Okay, Now, let's run the 12 amp forge driving the other one. Wow. Let's back it off. Wow. Can't tell me it's that tight. It's only in up to about here. Let's try to drive it out now. Wow. Let's try to drive it in. Okay. Forget it. This is what we're going to do now. Boy, now I got to go get the high torque. Okay. You run the 12 amp on it. Okay. Here we go. Third generation. 2967. This will do it. Yeah. Let's tighten it. You know it'll do that. No problem. Yeah. That's King Kong there. Torque has at least. Wow, this thing is a beast, especially with this 12 amp forged battery. This thing weighs probably 10 pounds now. Wow. Team of Easers. Okay. Wow, it's a hot one. Okay, we saw the power of King Kong here. I can't wait to try this battery on the 961 DeWalt. Okay. Now, since we did that, let me make sure that this is tight. Okay. Wow. Well, that's the 12. Oh, there's the 6. Okay. Now I think we got our holes. We wear 2 sets of gloves. Everything up here will do. Okay. Make sure we're still going here. Okay. Now, okay. Okay. let us see what we can do here. Okay. Let's not even run that big of ones. Let's go with smaller ones. Because we already got it. I don't think this is secure enough to run big ones. Okay. Let's just run these 5-inch ones right now. Wow. Glasses are giving me steam. Because it's still very warm out here. No, they're not Harbor Freight. These are Milwaukee tools. Please. Okay. Here's your Gen 4 M18 fuel. Let's pull them out. This is the mid-torque Milwaukee. 6-amp forge battery. Okay. Let's pull the opposite ones out. Okay. Now, let's run the 12-amp forge, pulling this other one out. Okay. You know, we are. Maybe I should get, let me see here. Let me get the bitch bar. Yep, I just got it. Here's the safety bar. Okay. Now, I just want to see how much this drill could do without it conking out with the batteries. Make sure we're still online. Okay, got it. The bar has been installed. This, even though this thing will conk out way before that. Okay. In fact, show you what I mean about safety. This thing has a safety in it. When you're drilling, see, it cuts out. Okay. Now, see? Flashing too. This is actually a good idea because this will hurt you if you don't watch yourself. I still might end up moving this, but we'll take a chance right now. Okay. Let's see what time we got. Okay. Now, let me do this. Put some gloves on. Let's see how far I can drive these before the drill quits. Okay, it's on speed 2. It's in drill mode. Let's make sure we're on. Actually, let's drive these in a little bit further so we have a good start. let me drive them with the impact driver with the 6 amp forged battery. They look about the same to me. Okay. Now, here we go. 4th generation hammer drill from Milwaukee. This is their top of the line. It conked out right there. Okay, that was with the 12 amp forge. Now, let's put the 6 amp forge on. Even less. See? That one bottom one and went a little bit further, as if you could see. Okay? Now, let's see if we could drive them any further. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's put it in speed 1. Take this one glove off. Okay, that's about the limit. And that's the 6 amp forge. See? Okay. Now let's put the 12 amp forge on. Speed 1. Wow. Wow. I felt that too, even though it finally conked out. I do believe this battery actually does have more get up and go juice. Not just that it's got more twice the amp hours. I think this thing actually has more power. They say this has way more power than a 12 amp hour. Way more. It should for $250. Half the price of one of my Eagle batteries. Okay. Okay. Now, let's remove these. Let's remove them with one at a time. With the 12 amp forged, it's finally down to 3 cells with the mid torque. Okay. Now, let's see here. Now, let's do this. Let us forget that. Let's just put that socket onto the high torque in case we got to remove something. High torque I'm going to be testing on other stuff. Much bigger. Okay, now let's make sure we're still online. Okay, let's do this. Now, what we're going to do here, we're going to do a test here. Let's make sure that the Gen 4 Milwaukee is cooled down. It's a little warm. Okay. We all know I have the DeWalt 860 here. Got to get a I hunt down something here. Okay. Still online. got this adapter here. I'm trying to look for the other one. Okay. Let's put the 12 amp forge down the 3 bars on the Gen 4. These are hot. Are we reconnected? Okay. Let me see here. Thought for sure. Well, take a look here. Thought for sure I had it there. Okay. Well, let me try to find it first. Or hang it. Let's just do this. I'll find it later. Okay, now, because I got somebody I got to talk to shortly. Okay, let's do this. DeWalt XR DCF 860, 8 amp power pack. Okay? We get 2 cold ones. Okay? Then I have to end this video. I have to talk to somebody. A little bit further in on this. Okay. Now, DeWalt DeWalt XR DCF 860 8 amp power pack, fully charged. Let's run these 5-inch legs and let's see who's going to do it.